about that when we get back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant. Listen, man, it's time to man up. Stop all these fucking games that you're playing with these women out here, because, you know, you understand that as a man, your emotions are a lot different than a female's emotions. So you playing up on that. You know these sisters are falling in love with you. You are saying the magic word when you get into these relationships with them. Oh, baby, I love you. And women are taking that literally. And as a result, they're falling in love with you. And they have these dreams about you being a husband and you being a father to their children. And they're putting all of their stock in you as a man, because that's what they want. That's what women are taught from the time they're little girls until they become grown women. They are into this whole fantasy of being a wife, a mother, having a family, and living happily ever after. Your thing, all you want to do is screw. You look at women as conquests. Man up. Stop that nonsense. You know how women feel. You ain't stupid. You know what you're doing. And it comes a time in your life as a man when you got to man up and stop playing games with people. You know, you're going out there making babies, you putting lives into this world, but then on the back end of that, you don't want to be responsible for those lives. You just want to drop your seed everywhere you can and move on. That's not the way life is. You're playing games with people, and it's not fair. It's not fair to the children. It's not fair to the women that's out here falling in love with you. Stop. Man up. Do what you're supposed to do. If you don't see a foreseeable future with this person, then you got to be man enough to tell her, that's not what I want. You can't control yourself enough to keep your dick in your pants for 5 minutes in order for you to not put a burden on a woman for the rest of her life, in terms of her emotional feelings, in terms of her having a child. You got to have some restraint. You got to have some discipline. That's what's wrong with a lot of us brothers out here. We have no restraint, we have no discipline, and we think with our little head instead of our big head. And I say, yeah, we, and I say our, because I'm a man too, and I'm guilty as charged. And so we need to stop. You know, why wait until you are in your 40s and 50s to become a man? That's when most men grow up. Start growing up as a man when you're in your 20s and your 30s, and our community as a whole will start to come back in the way that it needs to be. Okay? There's nothing wrong with being a good husband. There's nothing wrong with being a good father. But if you're not ready for it, then don't put yourself in a position, and don't put these women in a position to make them think that that's something that you're ready for. If you're not ready for it, then take a step back. Enjoy your life in other ways. Don't get involved with other people. Do what you have to do as a man, and not bring these kids into the world, and not become a good father, and not emotionally drain these women, and not be good mates or good husbands or good boyfriends. Take a step back and take a chill pill. Because if you don't, and we continue to go in the direction that we're going in, we're building a community of chaos. And that cannot continue to happen. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant.